Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar. We are taking few more minutes for people to let in join us. Thanks for attending and thanks for joining in. We'll start in next few minutes time. Meantime, please have a look of a journey of Hiranandani Group. Good morning, everyone. Once again, thank you everyone for joining this webinar on Saturday morning. I am Mihir Shah from Services for NRI. I am the director founder of Services for NRI. We've been associated with NRIs and OCIs in UK and Europe for last 7 to 8 years time, and we've been helping the NRIs to do the buying a property back home in India. Today's webinar is with Hiranandani Group. We have a team of Hiranandani and a special guest, Mr. Prakash Shah, who is the director of finance and business development. And he's the one of the members since inception. He's been working with the group. I would like to invite Mr. Prakash Shah. Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning, London.
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing, sir?
Fine, all well, everything is good.
Good, good. Sir, so as the thing is that we would like to know the journey, being you've been one of the associated with the group since inception. So would like to know what is your journey about the Hiranandani Group from starting from in early 80s to today's date.
I'm 60 years old, Mihir. I started my work at the age of 20. I used to do audit of Hiranandani Group from 1980 to 83. And in 83, I became chartered accountant and joined Hiranandani as in vice president finance. In 1983, they decided to buy a large tract of land at Powai, a barren land. And I was shocked. I said, what the hell these guys are doing it? Who will come and live over here? I decided to exit the company, but somehow I didn't go a job anywhere else. So I decided to continue with the company. May 83, I joined the group, which was the beginning of 2-3 years of the group itself. They started in 1980 only. My journey with them became exceptionally good. Because when they bought this land in 1983, December, where I organized the money for them, they told me that they'll make one of the finest township in the country, where you can live and work in 5 minutes. You can live and go in school in 5 minutes, where you can live and go in hospital in 5 minutes, go to your clubs, go to your gardens, and all the necessary shopping also in 5 to 10 minutes. It's a homogeneous township which never existed in the country at all. The great vision by Mr. Niranjan and Surendra Hiranandani, both the brothers, visionary. And that vision came to be true. It started at the rate of 400 rupees a square foot in Powai, and today the rate is 40,000 rupees a square foot. From 1987 we started, because 83 we bought the land, 87 we got permissions, 4 years. We started our first building at 400 rupees square foot, but the cost of construction was 500. We started at 400 selling price. And what phenomenal growth we all have done it, not only for ourselves, but for our customers too, because our motto is creation of customers' wealth and their satisfaction. The people who buy a residential apartment with us, they put a lifetime saving in the property. We want their blessings. But these guys, Hiranandani, have done phenomenal job creating wealth for these people and happiness for the people. 1983 we bought Powai land, 1993 we bought Thane land, make another township in Thane, the Hiranandani estate. Again, a great township with all the infrastructures in a place. The business model is very, very peculiar, They don't buy a single piece of land in South Bombay or in Worli, where you make one building. They want to basically create something very beautiful and sustainable for a long time. So what is the business model? First 5 years, we lose money in the business because my selling price is lower than the construction cost. Because we do a lot of infrastructures, lot of services, roads, sewerage, water main, blah, blah, blah. Next 5 years, we do a break-even level where the cost of construction is same as the selling price. But after that, it's a mechanized gold. For 30, 40 years, my land cost is just 10 rupees a square foot in Powai. My selling price is 40,000 rupees a square foot in Powai. And I go on creating wealth for everyone because I can go on putting beautiful construction and spend as much money as I can because it allows me to do so. Because my land cost is zero, my infrastructure is fully written off. So that when I make a product, make a beauty, make an elevation, make a class, nobody can compete with me. And that's heart we have got it, and that soul we have got it, and that passion we have got it. That's how these projects have come out beautifully. And when we have a larger interest in the project, say today in Power, if I have developed 10 million square foot, my yet 5 million to go up. Any penny goes up, my 10 million customers get a benefit, and my 5 million company gets a benefit. So we create wealth at both the places. So those who invest with us always make money with us. But understand in the real estate is long term, it's not a short term. You could tell me what is going to happen in the next 2 years' time, nobody knows in the country. If anybody tells it's going to double, is lying it. But if you tell me what is going to happen in the 5 to 10 years' time, I'm definitely sure everyone will make money. But only in Mumbai and with good developers. Now ask yourself, your father, your forefathers, all of our friends from London. In last 70 years, which property is not appreciated, including the slum in Mumbai. So every small or big property is appreciated. That's where you make a wealth. When we earn money in our life, we make a small money, medium money, big money. What is our aim? To grow big and big and big. You can't keep money in the bank and grow. You can't be conservative in the bank and grow. When you want to make a wealth, you have to invest. What are the financial products where you can invest money? Let's analyze the whole system. We put money in our bank, which is at 5% today, and with the highest tax bracket, we all are in about 40%. Our take home is only 3% per annum. Am I right? Money is safe. Advantage is that you can sleep over it, no tension. But your money will not, in the next 10 years' time, the inflation will beat you, and your money will remain money only. So if you see movie of the old, 1 lakh rupiya leke aana, today has a value of 1 lakh rupees. Before 30 years, yes, today the value is zero. So any inflation will outbid the money in the bank. Next comes gold, the financial product. It's a great investment. People have made money in the gold. But what has happened in the gold? To keep the gold in the locker, you don't enjoy it. It appreciates. If you make jewelry, it depreciates by a certain extent because 20-30% goes in other metals, zinc, nickel. They add to make a jewelry, and you pay service charges for making the jewelry, which is, and they call it karigari charges or whatever they call it. About 30-40% jewelry depreciates. Am I right? But you still appreciate. So it's a good class of asset to hold it. So you must have some class of asset of gold to hold it also. Third comes the equity. Equity, you see the analysis of the last 70 years. A lot of companies have come and gone. Some have become bankrupt, some have become grown. Multiple people have made money also. So it's a good class of assets. But if you want to really enjoy it, you have to keep copy of your all your equity shows next to you and be happy on that day. But you can't put your gala and you can't enjoy that anywhere else. You can enjoy that portfolio with you in the bank or with the demat account. But if you really want to enjoy, you have to encash it. And if you encash it, you live in a nice apartment where you can live nicely. And now in the pandemic time, people have realized what is the value of the house. So equity is also a good class of asset, but you cannot enjoy it. You can nourish it, you can grow it. The last is real estate. Real estate is the best class of assets to have it in everybody's portfolio. All over the world you see it, whether it is McDonald's, who's got a strategic location, their outlets are there. The wealth in real estate is more than what they monkey annually. So real estate is the class of asset to have it. Then real estate, what can you have it? You can have your commercial offices, of large offices. You can have a small offices. You can have a residential apartment. You can have a shopping ground floor, or you can have a land. Land is a very dicey commodity because land, you get litigation, you get encroachment in the India, so it's very difficult to own a land. So balance left out is only other four class of assets. There is large office, small office, residential apartment, or a shopping. Large offices you can have it, but understand the residential and the commercial investment. Commercial investment, when you do it, you get a good IRR, internal rate of returns. But beyond a particular rate, the commercial cannot grow. It has to stop ultimately because it's a business asset. The residential is always by the heart. It will always grow. The heart will over prevails the mind. See the case of Nariman Point. Today we have got in Mekachambati, one of the best offices where Dhirubhai Ambani's office is there. It is about 30,000 rupees a square foot. It is stagnant last so many years. The same location, the apartment called NCPA, residential apartment is there, built by Tatas. The rate is 1 lakh rupees a square foot. So in one location, you have an office, you have a house. So what is appreciated more? Obviously the house. Because it is by the heart, not by the mind. So in my opinion, commercial office is large. I think one should not invest it too much in that because people have realized in the pandemic times also that people have vacated home or working from the home. There's vacancy available today and you don't know what the future part of it. But human being going to live nicely, going to make money, going to make in a larger, good, smaller apartment, whatever they can afford it. So I personally believe in a portfolio as an investment, you should not invest in a commercial large assets. You can invest in a commercial small asset, which is a good asset to hold on 500,000 square foot office because people nowadays realize that instead of traveling a lot because of the infrastructure, because of the IT communication happen, you may have a factory at anywhere we were 30, 40 kilometers away from the Mumbai, but you can have your office next to your house and go to the house office and work on a conference call, on an email, on a web, on a Cisco, like a Zoom meeting, whatever you can do it. So small office is in great demand and future is going to be great for that. Large is residential and the shopping. Shopping on the ground floor is a great investment if you get it anywhere because that grows exponentially high. Because there people pay you money not by the rate what is prevailing. The shopkeepers pays you money for investment by what business they can generate it. I give you one example. In 2008, I bought one property in Powai, small shop of 1,000 square foot for 2 crores Indian rupees, 20 million Indian rupees. After 5 years, my adjacent shop was sold for 6 crores, 3 times than my price. So I told that gentleman that how the hell you're buying such an expensive asset? He told me you won't understand. I said the rentals are at about 3-4%. He said you won't understand. He started a business of small item selling jalebi, gandia, vada pav, batata vada, bel puri, sev puri. Today, his turnover in the month is about 90 lakhs.
Wow.
And his margin of profit is 50% in food industry. He's making 45 lakhs. In 12 months' time, he's taken out his value. So I thought that shopping is not a good investment, but he thinks because he's a business guy. So he has made that the business is good, any price affordable. Today what is the price in Powai for the commercial of small ground floor shops? 2 lakh rupees a square foot. In 13 years, I have made a multiple of 11. My 100 rupees has gone to 1100 rupees. That's kind of operation I've got in the shopping. So one can go for the shopping investments. The last asset class is a residential house. Residential house is a great class of asset, my friend. It is going to appreciate, but in the long term, not in the short term. If you want to go for a short term, you choose equity. It's better for you. But if you are a long-term player, you have to choose a real estate, which is a small office, shop, or a residential house, which is a great investment in the country. But in the country, if you find out the location which is better, I would personally suggest only Mumbai. My experience with Mumbai is too good. We have invested money in Ahmedabad. We had a project in Bangalore. We have a project in Chennai. Our offshoot company, not our main companies. We have company in Bangalore projects, but we have not making so much money which making in Mumbai. Fortunately, in Mumbai, there is a diversity of people living it over here. People have a different mindset. They want to grow in their life. There's no conservatism somehow. Everybody wants to grow, and they pay a price for that. That's why in a good locality, there is a lakh rupees square foot rate also is there. And there is a bad locality, the rate of 5,000 rupees square foot is also there. In a place like Chennai, we have a project which is done better than Powai. But people feel that why you need such a lavish locality and lavish place to live? People have a simple living in the state, in the South Indian state, which is right in their own opinion. They invest their more money in the music and dance. They don't want marble and tiles. Where we have failed ourselves, we made a lavish apartment, but we have not made money. You have to make money and make beauty both. So that comes more or less only in Mumbai. Ahmedabad, the land scarcity is too much available. There is no land scarcity. There is too much land available on all sides. Every 5 to 10 years, they make a DP plan, they make a circle road, they call a ring road, and they keep a lot of villages under the for the development, and the supply again increases. That's why the price are not going up in this kind of places. So my personal suggestions or personal experience in the last 37 years is that Bombay is the only place which is growing it. So one should think of investment in Mumbai. Now, what kind of investment you should do it, whether it is small, big, large, depending on your capabilities. But I would always suggest to go for a ready property. This is my personal advice. Maybe a little expensive, but if you have a key in the hand, you're much more secured and safe. Today, Corona is hitting the people who have hypertension, who have a lot of stress, who have a lot of diabetes, who are unhealthy. They die more. By making money, by earning money, after making money in the business, if I want to invest it, I don't want to die early. I want to live peacefully. And if I want to live peacefully, I should buy a good real estate asset from a good developers like Hiranandani, where the money is safe, sound, secure, and a good return with a lock-in key. That should be your motto. What is our philosophy in the business? Since we are basically a township developers, and as told you that first 5 years we make loss, next 5 years do infrastructures, we make break even, and then we make money. Basically, our investment in the land is very negligible. So any recession when it hits very less to us because my land is already bought. My investment in the land is almost zero, which is fully paid off. My infrastructure is fully paid off. I don't have to invest any money in the infrastructure. But only investment is only in the construction of the building. That's all. So even the worst thing can happen to me. Worst thing on the earth can happen to me. I can't fail. If pandemic happens, I can delay because of the labor not available. But my construction cost money is fully recovered because my selling price is almost 4 to 5 times than my construction cost. So even if 1/5 product is sold, my customer is sound and I am also sound. And since my land cost is zero, I make tons of money in the business, which all my customers also makes it. So we have a huge cash reserves. So any eventuality we can face that music.
That's great.
So internally we are super strong in that fashion because the business model is very, very strong. Today, assuming I buy a land in South Bombay, where the Malabar Hill, the land was about 50-60 square foot. And if I do constructions over there and pay government costs, and today the recession happened like this pandemic, the next 3 to 4 years time, my land will become 1 lakh rupees square foot. I'll be able to afford the construction. I can't even do construction and sell anybody. And if I do construction, I will stop in between. So when you are investing with anybody else, make sure that what is this business model, what are the people behind it, what they have done in the last 35, 40 years, what is their history, and then go for it. Anybody can make difficulty in the life. Nobody is nobody is God. We are human beings. But I can tell you 100% that if any difficulty arises, we are the last one to die. Because our business model is strong and our ethics are very strong. We also face a problem. When you go to the group construct, Mr. Hiranandani, where I sit, when I control it, is a business, it's a bird logo where the 3 birds are there. You see Hiranandani. We have other 2 offshoot companies which are not the main company. Hiranandani with the bird logo is our main company which is handling Mumbai and Thane. So I represent Mumbai and Thane, Guldi represents Mumbai and Thane. In 2007, when our children came in the business, somehow their thought process was different than our thought process of the main brothers. So what we decided is that let's brother control the main company where the reserves are there, where we are very strong. And let's make a 2 offshoot companies, which is Hirko formed in 2007, Hiranandani House of Hiranandani formed in 2007, Sundarbai Group company, Hirko formed by Niranjan Group children. Ultimately ran into a problem. But in 2014-15, Niranjan took it over. And again turn around that today. The construction happened, the building have been developed possessions, Why? Because the land cost was low. Only we had to put money in the construction. And since the people are with a lot of love, passion, their brand is very strong, very patriotic, very, very passionate people and very, very humble people, they could give delivery to all the people. The bottom line is there, the real estate is an immovable asset. It is not easy to move. It is not easy to sell. But if you have the right developers, right location, then you can always come out and make a big money. Lot of customers of ours have made a big money over there. Lot of customers have been extremely happy with us. We are the guys who wants to make wealth for our customers. Do you know here, Mihir, in our Hiranandani, The building which is 35 years old, still I look after those buildings. I have
Okay.
a department separately. A person headed by JD Singh. If any problem in the flat, your chocolate block of your plumbing line, your electrical problem, you can phone him, he'll come and inspect it. But it is my mistake, Hiranandani, even after 30 years, I will repair it. It is your mistake, at a charge, I will give service to you. But it is sitting over here 24/7. All my top guys, whether my electricity in charge, my plumbing in charge, my security in charge, my finance engineer Prakash, we all live in one destination forward to take care
Wow.
of our people. Same team lives in Thane also, the second tier team. So we are there to service our customers 24/7 anytime. Today in hospital, every day I get 5 phone calls for the bad. I make sure that more or less my people are accommodated over there. It is 2 minutes from my house. Now see, today people realize the value of a hospital when you are sick, when the pandemic happens. What you can help is to your own people, your own customers. This kind of life saving happens when you're with a good associate with the good people. So real estate, when you buy it, look at all these parameters when you buy it. Of course, Hiranandani has become a real brand because we have done a lot of hard work and a lot of effort, the quality what we are putting. A building lasts for 100 years. A building life for 100 years. Average life in the country is about 35 years. A building painting does not require for the next 20-25 years because we could Renova paint, which is like a waterproof. In Mumbai, there's a heavy rainfall. Very sheer, very sharp in front of the 4 months. To protect those things, we have make sure that we have a double wall. We have made sure that the building never leaks. Last 35 years, not a single building of ours ever leaked.
That's great, sir. So now, sir, I understand that you have given us so much growth and so much investment in starting from barren land, which is 400 rupees, going up to 40,000 rupees square feet. But now, what is there to current, like, yes, this is past now. What is the currently you or Goldie is can offer the my customer who based in
Yes,
UK
what
or
has happened in the last year, the sea change happened. In the pandemic times, from the March when the lockdown came, till August, we didn't know where are we heading it, whether anybody will survive it. Now we came out of all of them. But from August 1st, maybe August 15th onwards, till 31st March, Mihir, the business which we have done will be the highest in my lifetime. I've never seen such a phenomenal growth. Unbelievable. People were in the queue to buy the apartments because people have realized one thing. You need to have a good house in a good locality where everything is available in 5 minutes to you. Whether you're a supermarket for daily needs, whether you want to go to a hospital in 5 minutes, whether you want to go to your school children, if after that opens in 5 minutes, not to go to public places, and the crowded places, they're the places which are like you have open areas, walking areas. The business what you've done is fantastic, unbelievable. So everybody has realized now that a good house is a great asset to have it as an investment and for living. And people want to go as far as possible for a larger apartment and a smaller apartment for the rental scheme, for the rental yield. They get some sort of fixed income part of it. People don't want to go to on the rent. Those youngsters who are saying that we also buy the apartment by paying some leveraging because the home loan cost now 6.75%. So those young generation who want an experience in the life that go to different localities every year, the mindset is changed and everybody wants to own an apartment over here. And they want to also, if they can't own it, they want to live in license only in the complex like ours. In Thane and Powai, we have about 500 apartments each location on live in license today. In spite of Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, Europeans, they have gone back their home. But if they come back, believe me, will double the volume. So we have a great potential and great influx and great requirement of people from the live in license also, as well as buys. People have realized one thing: you should have your own house. You should invest in a house because inflation will beat this, but in the long term, not a short term. You tell me 1 year what is going to happen, I don't know. But I urge all of you to invest in a nice property with Hiranandani for a long-term perspective, not for a short-term perspective. Short-term, please go to real estate, for go to equity. Long-term, please stay with us.
yes, sir.
We will give you a lot of schemes available with you.
So
And
Goldie,
I'm always available 24/7 to answer anybody's questions. You can
sir.
send an email to me. So today, tomorrow, day after. And we've loved that all of you make good money, great service from us. and we'll look after you very well. If anything we can do it for you, my friend, we are always there for you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's really kind of you, and it's a great story you have explained. Now, I think so. Goldie, can you explain or can you give us what are the offerings currently Hiranandani to offer to my customers based in abroad?
Sure, sure. So first, let me thank everybody to give their time, precious time, and join this webinar. I'll just present the the current offers. In fact, we have a lot of buildings that are on offer, like from studios till about 5 BHKs. So range of say 52 lakhs starting and up to 10 crores. We've got the budget range. But currently, I'm just going to tell you where the good returns are, since all UK guys are looking for investment. So I'll be showing you what currently on offer is, where it can offer a fixed rental to you. Okay, to start with, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, to start with, this is a building called Atlantis. This is based at Powai. So Powai, we have our flagship project. It's a very, very premium location at Powai. So this 2 BHK where we are giving you a short rental. This is the elevation of the building. It is ready apartment with occupation certificate. We have options of pre-leased apartment, like it's already leased out to clients and we are selling pre-leased apartment. Or you also have an option to buy a new apartment and we will give you a short rental of 1 lakh rupees per month. So, this is 2-bedroom, 27-story tower. It's on your screen, 762 is the carpet area, all in price. And we have a short rental of 1 lakh. And we have few apartments available on the Lakeview. So it's a very beautiful Lakeview apartments from Atlantis, where we give you fixed rental of 1,20,000 per month. And this is sure for 3 years. So we are assuring you the rental for continuously for 3 years, irrespective of, rental, demand going down or up, or, if the flat gets unoccupied sometime. So we are covering all those points and we'll be paying you for continuously for 3 years, 1 lakh and 1,22,000. So that's first option at Powai. Now, we have another option at Powai, which is called Regent Hill. This, I think, is a very attractive scheme. I have a lot of buyers from UK who have bought it. This is a 1-bedroom where, the carpet area of the apartment is 379. And we have a fixed rental of 50,000 per month. We will be paying you for 3 continuous years. The carpet area is 379. Now, this particular development is under construction and will be ready very soon. So we might give you possession in about 6 to 8 months. Where the ticket size is around 1.5. So we have a ticket range of around 1.52 and a sure rental of 50,000, which is around 4% return. Plus, as Prakash sir said, you will definitely get the benefit of property appreciation over the period of years. And as in product, we are giving you, the amenities that we're offering are very premium. This is a semi-furnished apartment with fully done up kitchen. We are giving you full Italian marble, fall ceiling is done, lights are installed, the sheer curtains are done. So it's kind of semi-furnished apartments and it's at a very, very prime location to the commercial hub in Powai, where we have offices like Deloitte, Nomura, TCS. It's walking distance from that location. So that's the second option for you at Powai. Now I'll just go to the third option. Okay, the third option is Solus. This is a commercial building based in Thane. This is also a ready possession building, where in case you want to, have a commercial property and you think commercial offices, which you might use later on, or you want to have an office in India. So you can have this office where the assured rental scheme currently is going on. The rent is 31,000 per month that we will be paying. The carpet area of office is 316. And the ticket size is around 94 lakhs. So this is office building, which is also a ready possession. Same scheme here, 3-year assured rentals. And now the fourth option that is most selling these days is Solitaire. Solitaire is a studio apartment, Solitaire C, where we have 2 sizes to offer. This is a compact studio where, a lot of guys who work in TCS, which is on a walking distance from this building. We have another TCS building which is ready. So we got 3 million square feet of TCS office walking distance from this building. So we have made studios wherein we think that the office employees would use and buy this place. So we have 2 sizes to offer, which is 263 square feet and 314 carpet area, where the costing is around 52 lakhs and 61 lakhs respectively. And the assured rental that we are offering is 16,300 and 19,300 respectively in both the cases. This is also a ready option at Thane. So I've offered you 2 options in Thane and 2 options at Powai. So we're starting with about 52 lakhs. We have a 52 lakh range, 61. We have 94 office space. We have 1 crore 50 Regent Hill, and we have Atlantis at 3.4, depending on your requirement. The rental, the returns are around 4% on these, and then you can always expect the property appreciation over a period of years. One thing I just missed is that currently we are offering 3 offers on this. You can just take one slide up, Chandrakant. So we are giving you stamp duty benefit. So currently, if you are aware, the stamp duty has gone up from 31st March. So we are currently offering this stamp duty savings, which is the gone up duty we are bearing, and we will be bearing it till 31st of May. Second option we are giving is price assurance. So the price is assured that whatever price we are offering is the best price, and any price difference that you might find, there won't be any fall in price. We definitely will be at the best price possible. Third guarantee that we are giving is 0 cancellation charges. So in case you want to book and then you change your mind till 31st May, we are offering you a 100% refund, no questions asked. So this is a current offer that we are offering you, these 3 offers, which is for, you can call it as a webinar offer or special offer to London clients. These are the specific offers that we are there.
Goldie ji, thank you very much. In fact, I have with me our one of the customer who have recently bought this in Solitaire C, and he just want to quickly have a word about it and how was his experience. Santoshi, are you there?
Yes, yeah. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Santoshi. Santoshi, can you share your experience working with me, with Goldie, with HDFC?
What to say? Fantastic, actually. We are here and we know the service quality that we're getting it, receiving it everywhere we go. I've been to India in the month of January, okay, to take the possession for one of the property where my family is living now. And I was, a little bit nervous about the quality of the service that I've received, and I was kind of fed up. But fantastic, excellent services from NRI, excellent services from HDFC, and Hiranandani, hats off. When I was dealing, actually, I bought 2 properties, studio flats in Solitaire C, and thank you for that, Mihir.
Thank you.
There are so many actually thoughts, so I'm not able to, kind of assemble or combine together, to express my feeling. But through this webinar, let me take this opportunity to say thank you to Hiranandani. Okay, so I think Goldie and Mr. Shah can convey my big thank you to Mr. Niranjan Hiranandani. This is because not only creating a good construction, quality construction, but for creating a nice garden in Powai. I'm just sharing my experience, like way back in 1997. I used to meet my then girlfriend, now wife, who is a daughter of my who is a mother of my 2 daughters. So thank you for that. So keeping that in mind, I was aiming and kind of dreaming, to have a property in Hiranandani. But thank you for giving me or update on property market, Mr. Shah. But here I would like to add one thing. It doesn't matter. 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Quality is quality. Yes, it's always keep growing, And Hiranandani, I think no one can touch Hiranandani. I am actually expressing my thoughts and experience on the basis of, my research. I have done it. I've decided to bought the property there. And I'm telling you, I was in Mumbai in January. And this was actually not in my thought that time. So I did my research, online, YouTube, and lots of things, really, really good thing about you, So that's why quality, there is no option for, no substitute for quality. And on top of it, what happened is that Hiranandani, this HDFC is my kind of a financial doctor, So I was always aiming that, I need to create a team of my good solicitor, good doctor, good bank and all that. And I think HDFC, HDFC has a special place in my heart. I've decided to buy this property in Hiranandani Estate, Thane. It's because of that I was thinking, okay, in future, say if I'm going back, then yes, I want to live quality life. If my family, if my children are going there, they want to, have that good experience of living, in a good community.
Sure.
So that was the aim behind buying this property. But I think, 15th, I'm getting the possession soon. And by that, end of the transactions and dealing all the payments and all that, I realized that HDFC helped me to create a small investor. So they'd be an investor. So thank you so much for everyone, and services for NRI, for cementing everything, So I personally feel that now when I'll get the keys, obviously I'm in a special kind of offer that you're offering. When I'll get the keys, of course, those walls, quality walls, constructed by the Hiranandani is there, but there are invisible, invaluable layer of service provided by HDFC is there. That's what my thoughts are. So there are so many things. I personally feel that like here, the councils are responsible to create a good communities over here. Mm-hmm. And I think probably guessing the future, what will be there. I think Hiranandani guessed it in a few years back. And as you having that tagline says, creating a better communities, I think it's properly applicable. It's not just like that tagline given by Hiranandani. You can see that quality everywhere, and this is possible not only because of the the vision that Hiranandani is having, and it's possible because of good people working for you like Goldie and fantastic team efforts. I'm really happy. I managed to actually, everybody helped me to buy this property without spending my single time or single visit to Hiranandani Estate. So that's how the strong quality network is.
Thank you.
So I hope that I able to put my thoughts in a proper words and express my experience or feelings towards all the people who are sharing in this webinar at the moment. But amazing, right from like London office, from HDFC Nehal to India HDFC branches. Fantastic, very good service, and I think this is a good collaboration or combination or partnership between Hiranandani and HDFC. So whoever on this webinar, maybe prospective buyers or investors, I'm telling you, you're gonna invest in a quality, and that's what my thinking is. So I did my kind of appetite or risk analysis, and after that, I've just informed everything as like informing if having any problem, health-wise problems to our doctor, and I inform everything, all the points honestly to my, doctor like HDFC, Mihir and Hiranandani, and every time I had kind of a plan. Look, this is the plan. This is what I want to achieve in a week. This is what the next step. And time to time, I got like constant support without any time constraints. So fantastic. So I'm really happy, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Santosh.
Thank you, Santosh ji.
So by saying that, we also have a Nehal from HDFC. Nehal, would you like to share your experience?
Yes. First of all, I would really like to thank Hiranandani Group and Mihir you for having us here on the webinar, and everyone who's taken out time on a Saturday. And Santosh ji, thank you so much for your kind words. It motivates us, to even provide better services. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. Talking about
thank you. Actually, I'm just in between, but thank you. It is fact, it is experience, and that stuck to my mind. And excellent. Thank you. I'm very happy.
Thank you so much, sir. So talking about HDFC, we've been there in India for almost 40 years on providing home loans and making everybody's dream come true for buying and owning a house. As Prakash ji rightly mentioned that it's a very emotional thing to own a house, and it's something which you take decisions through your heart. And we are glad that we've been providing touching that emotional and trying for people to, for their dreams to come true. And we are based out of London since 2006, and we've been providing advisory services for people who are NRIs and PIOs. So anybody who's looking out for a home loan to buy a property back home, please get in touch with us. We are more than happy to help you, to guide you through the steps, to take you through the entire journey of how until from your application until disbursement, how the journey will be. And you've also heard from Mr. Santoshi, so it's we try and make sure that your journey is very smooth and very convenient for you, because I understand sitting back home, sitting here and buying a property in India is not an easy journey, knowing the fact that we have so many travel restrictions. So we try and ease out things for you. So please get in touch with us in case if you need any further assistance. And please ask if you have any questions, and please feel free to ask. Thank you.
Thank you, Nehal. And I'll open a floor for people to ask any questions. I know there are a lot of questions people have asked me also, but is there any questions would you specifically ask to me, to Prakash sir, to Goldie, to HDFC, anyone? Feel free to ask, please.
Dr. Shanbhai get some question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Mihir.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. Good morning. I've had a good experience with Hiranandani. I was introduced to Hiranandani maybe about 6 or 7 years ago when your Lavinia development was developing. It was still in the phase of development. And again, it was one of your webinars where, it was not a webinar, it was one of those conferences where you had a stall and Hiranandani sold me 2 flats in Lavinia. So I said, okay, I'll buy 2 flats, and they were still in the phase of construction. But anyway, I understand there are lots of other people as well who need to speak. But then when we came to take possession of the flats, I realized that the flats were too small for our need. We had taken 2 and we thought we'll join them together and make it probably a 3-bedroom flat. And by the way, we were self-financed, so Nehal did not come into the picture. We did not ask for any loans from anyone. So we went to take possession, didn't like it. So we said, oh, you know what, we'll exchange it for something. And I think it was Sachin at that time. Is it? And I don't know whether Sachin is still with you. Sachin.
Yeah, sir. So he's there.
Yeah. And one of the good things was that, he lives in a Hiranandani flat in Evergreen. So I thought, oh, that's great. That means that's the confidence that he has in the brand that he is promoting. So I thought, oh, that's good. So we bought a flat in Woodville and a flat in Bankston. Can you imagine, from 2 single-bedroom flats, we ended up buying 2, we exchanged. And when I exchanged, it was not like for like, because 2 single bedrooms, we ended up buying 2 3-bedroom flats. One was in Bankston and one was in Woodville. My parents are staying there now. I'm here. And then guess what? Ghar pravesh karna tha, Woodville ka flat, mera bhai aaya karne ke liye, main nahi ja saka. So my brother liked it so much that weekend he told me, can you talk to Sachin? I want a flat. And on Monday, we had purchased the next flat in Philippa. So now we have 3 flats there. That's good. All out of the 3, only 1 is occupied by my parents. My parents are 94 and 81. They're staying alone in Woodville. And now, we are, one of the questions that probably I'll talk outside the meeting to Prakash or Goldie is about your vaccination drive in Hiranandani. Because, my dad at 94, he can't go and stand in a queue to take the vaccination. But at the same time, he's isolated and sequestrated. But anyway, that's something that we will talk about outside this meeting. I don't know. But what I wanted to say was, the fact that we started from 2 single bedrooms and now have ended up with 4, and by the way, my cousin sister also bought a flat in Evergreen. So, we have a big presence there. All of us have flats there, though only 1 is occupied, the others are in, not investment. We have not rented it out. We have decided that we need it for ourselves. And by the way, we have property in Colaba. We own it, a building which is being redeveloped in Colaba. And that's why we moved to Thane. so that my parents can live here while our property is being developed. So, we have a degree of confidence in it, and I can tell my colleagues, whoever, that, I think it is a good investment. We've not had a problem with Hiranandani all this while. Our experiences with Sachin and Purvi and, everyone has been excellent. They've always supported us. And maybe about 2 weeks ago, we had a problem in one of our flats where my parents are staying. I didn't want anyone to bug us or trouble us. So Amit, I think, is it easy from your construction also, is it your civil department, Amit? He came over to look at the property. But then anyway, those are things. All I say is that, yes, like you said, it's a package. You get it. And I believe, we just have 5 years experience. I believe that, it's a lifetime relationship that you are hoping to develop with your customers. But we will see, we will know, because, I can give first-hand information. And then, yes, I would be interested to explore some of your offerings as well. But I thought I should start off with the good experiences that we have had, and the quality of your construction, and I'm impressed. But then I do want an opportunity to speak with either Prakash or Goldie, because I had a question which I sent across to Mihir. It was about, what is your builder's guarantee that you have? I don't know whether you have a builder's guarantee, because at least in UK we have a builder's guarantee for 10 years, they say. Yes, but then in those okay, fine, I buy the property from you, and then in 2 years, because it's almost fully occupied, you hand it over to a cooperative housing society. Does it mean you wash your hands of the corporate of the property, or do you have because there has to be some sort of a guarantee, isn't it? Oh no, it's all yours, and the second thing is, when you say these assured rentals and all, do you have an additional management fee? Those are small things. You may think it's a small thing.
With regards to rental and everything, we will organize a separate one-to-one meeting for you with the Gold DC. But with regards to the management, Mr. Prakash wants to have he already expressed that after 35 years also they are looking after the property. And today,
oh, I know, I heard him say that. Yeah. But I wanted to know, what is the recourse that owners have, or do we have to just deal with it on our own? That's something that we need to know. But anyway, yeah, let's see what you have to say. Thank you.
There is a 5 years guarantee on all the material which are used it. Okay. But even if after 5 years, if anything is our fault and our default in the material, we come and inspect the flat. We look at it. If it is our mistake, we repair at our cost. Mistake, this ending and all those, we'll be help you out to repair that at a cost. We are available to you for the next 30-35 years, because our project lasts for 50 years when we start it. So our office is there, our sales office, our engineering office is there to look after that. So any issues with the apartment are there, please phone us. We will send a person to inspect and give you a report on that part of it. We have a peace of mind completely, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Hope.
Thank you. It is gratifying to know this. It's a relief as well, because what you don't want is, we are not in your industry in terms of civil and construction. So when something goes wrong, apna fault hai, aapka fault hai, kiska fault hai, nahi jante. But how does that 94-year-old man who's sitting there without any support deal with it? And that's what I want to know.
Yes, don't worry.
Sir, one more question has come up, Goldie ji, or sir, you can answer it. With this pandemic time, a lot of people have started working from home. So are they, what you see in a new trend in the industry, that people prefer to have a bigger houses in the outskirts of Mumbai, or they pretend to again live into the main city center or something like that?
No, people are upgrading it. We have lots of cases who have moved from 1 to 2 bedroom, 2 to 3 bedroom, 3 to 4 bedroom. Because everybody feels that this is going to be the future. The virus is like a biological war. It's not going to end over here today. It can come tomorrow again, come day after tomorrow. So people are mentally ready to have an office either next to your house, like what we have done, 500 square foot office, or have a larger bedroom over here. Sometimes family feels that in a house you get disturbed with children, family. So what you do that you take 500 square foot office next to your house only, so that you can go and work from there, So it's a private office. So both concepts are working, and people are not going for city center. They're going for a little distance in the suburb. People have realized one thing, that you have to be in a place where all the infrastructure is available to you, where you can walk in the evenings, open spaces are there. So you can't be sitting on a single standalone building on the road, which has no infrastructure available to you at all.
Thank you, sir. Thank
you. Two are different. People have sold sheds, they have sold gold, but still they have bought a flat with us. I've realized that first time. I've been interviewing a lot of people, because we have sold about 1 million square foot plus in Thane and about 500,000 in Powai, more than 2,000 crores in Thane and about 2,500 crores in Powai. And we have realized that people have just decided that we want to have a nice house to live now. There is nothing else in the life except a good house.
Okay. Goldie ji, we have a question coming up saying that with the guaranteed rental, what you are offering, is it fully managed? Are you going to charge any commission, or how this entire guarantee rental option works if anybody invests with you?
Okay, so see, once a transaction is complete by a buyer, we have a assured rental of 3 years, which starts from 60th day from the day of payment done. So as soon as client completes his payment, from the 60th day, we start this assured rental scheme. And irrespective of whether we are able to lease it out to a client at whatever price or rate we are able to lease it out to a client, we are assuring you this rental for next 36 months. So that means we will find a client for you and we will rent it out. But irrespective of what rental we are getting in the market, we are giving you this high return, which is much higher than the market rentals.
There is no cost to the customer on this, no brokerage.
Yeah, there is no fee for this.
So basically you're saying that for 3 years, they'll get whatever you are assuring, whatever you are saying, irrespective they buy a 2-bedroom in Atlantis to studio flat in Solitaire, whatever you are assuring, that amount will be credited in his bank account.
Yes.
Okay. That's great of it. But how can you assure this much? Is it because there is so much employment, and what kind of companies who are sitting there in your developments?
TC has taken 3 million square foot in Thane, and we have 5 million square foot offices in Powai, which is TCS, Nomura, PwC, JP Morgan, Credit Suisse, all these companies. So there's a huge demand of this commercial residential apartment on live-in license. Second thing, the expatriates prefer our location than anywhere else. We have people from Israel, from Italy, from anywhere in the Europe, from the US, from the Korea, Japanese, Aramco of Saudi Arabia. We have multiple varieties of people living over here. So these are destination basically for the expats also. So seeing there's a huge demand, we have a lot of apartment on live-in license, which we are selling it basically. And if somebody vacates in the halfway, we make sure that again it goes on the rent. Does not go, we assure to the rent for next 3 years.
Thank you very much. Thanks for somebody has asked, is there this similar offer running on the one Hiranandani Park as well?
No, there we are selling it because there's a huge demand for the sale. Last 6 months, we have sold about 75% of the project.
Okay, so there is no rental guarantee option in one Hiranandani Park, and I understand it's with the OC. So
we have no demand come from that. We basically came demand from the 1-bedroom and studio apartment for the live-in license, because lots of TCS employees wanted to live near their office, 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom, somebody wants assured rental, we can look at it definitely.
Okay, fine. You can look into it. Yeah, and I understand it's a ready possession property. So
Yes.
do you offer any payment plan or anything on the one Hiranandani Park, or it's just
ready property is ready to move in. The next 45 days, we expect the payment.
Okay, the next 45 days.
We have sold about 650,000 square foot in the last 6 months.
Oh, great. Okay. I think so. We have the questions and everything, and I would like to thank you, Prakash sir. Thank you for joining us, giving your time and addressing the London customer based in UK and Europe. And Goldie ji, thank you very much. Thank you, Nehal, for HDFC and explanation. And of course, thank you to Dr. Shanbag for giving a positive feedback about the Hiranandani and the Santosh Kample. So I really thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining it, and I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Santosh ji.
Thank you, Prakash bhai.
Bye-bye.
My game show, all well?
All good. Nice to see you. How are you?
Fine, everything is good.
Good, good, good.
Just like,
Nice to see you. You look great, Prakash bhai.
huh?
You look great. You look young.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to visiting you when the coronavirus subsides a bit.
Come anytime, my pleasure, sir.
Yeah, and regards to family. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thanks. Bye.
Yes, Dr. Shanba?